Hello and welcome to Ghosts of Britain YouTube channel. My name is Lee Steer and I'd like to welcome you to wherever you are watching right now. You could be watching on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. You could be watching on Project Reveal and Paranormal Magazine website. Well, my name is Lee and I am a skeptic within the field of the paranormal community. Ideally, I did actually want to do a Facebook live stream about all of this, about what I'm going to talk on. I'm not really going to call this a show. This is meant to be just a fast live feed, but I've ended up having to do it through my YouTube channel because Facebook Live is down. So basically, tonight what I want to talk about is what it's like being a skeptic in the paranormal community, in the paranormal field. And if you are watching actually on Twitter or Facebook, etc., click the YouTube link. So you go into YouTube, we can actually see you then. If you're watching in the window of Facebook, we can't really see if you're watching or not. So try and jump into the YouTube channel if you're watching through Facebook and etc. But yeah, I want to briefly touch on my last video, what I did, my last live feed, which was Thursday, and I still stick by what I said. It's the truth about the field. I'm not going to take anything back. It really is the truth. You've got to be prepared to accept everything within the field of the paranormal, and it is a dog-eat-dog world. You do need to look after yourself, and you need to respect everyone. And I'd also like to say some thank yous. Thank you to everyone who watched the last live stream on Facebook. Thank you to everyone who messaged, who tried ringing, who left me messages, who people who I've never even met before contacted me to say well done for standing up, well done for being a voice, and it carried on for 3 days, 2-3 days of people saying well done, and thank you, thank you for the support of actually watching and understanding what I'm talking about. Not many people will like me because of what I say from time to time. That's the way I am. You either love or hate me. I will speak the truth. I will tell things as it truly is happening. And sadly, in the paranormal field, that it is really disturbed. It has lost its way. There's a lot of teams who have lost its way. A lot of teams forget why they start, what they started for. And but yeah, so I want to briefly talk about tonight's show. This is just basically me, you, talking about what it's like being a skeptic, what to expect, and etc. in the paranormal field. The best way I can start this off is to actually talk about my role in the field. Before I talk about skeptics in general, I think I need to talk about my role, what my purpose is, what I serve in this community of the paranormal world. What I serve is, actually, I don't serve anything. My role is to try and educate. That's my main role now. It's my number one goal. It used to be to find out if ghosts exist. That is the majority of people's goals in the paranormal field, is to find out if life after death does exist. And that's the ultimate goal. That's the goal what we all seek. And it's the goal what I still seek, but it's not as important anymore. My goals have changed through personal experiences, And basically, why it's changed is because there's so much negativity. And the reason why I'm doing these videos is not to moan. I don't want to be known as the moaning skeptic. I don't want to be known, oh, here's Lee, the grumpy skeptic. No. If you meet me in person, I'm actually a jolly person. I'm actually pretty. People say that I'm funny. People do tend to like me, it seems. But then they can get intimidated when I say that I'm a skeptic. But we'll talk about that later on. But yeah, my role is to try and figure out what's going off in their field, to point out what's wrong, to make people aware of what's going off, to educate, and it is also to learn myself. I want to educate myself as much as what I want to educate you lot who's watching this live show right now. I want to educate every single one of you, because we all have room for improvement. We can all learn more. And anyone in the field who says that they know everything, they don't know everything. No one knows everything, because ghosts are not scientifically proven. The paranormal, no one really knows if it's really there or not. We can't capture it. We can't study it. It's not in no jaw unless you go to eBay, which is fresh air, by the way. But yeah, that is what my role is in the. It's to try to spread awareness, to make people more aware of what's going off in the paranormal field. And I don't want to moan. I don't want to target videos at anyone, because that's not what I do. I want you to watch this video, and I want you to walk away thinking, yeah, I've learned something. Yeah, I'm going to take that on board. Yeah, I really think this guy's got a point. I want you to walk away and really think about what you are doing, why you are doing it, and how to make it better, how to make yourself better at what you do. I think that's something what we all need to concentrate on, because we all do lose track from time to time. Something new will come along which will make us go different directions, and it will make us lose thought of what we originally started for, of what everyone started for, which everyone will have a motive. Some motives will be good, some motives will be not good, as in it would be the wrong type of motives, like to make money, purely to make money. That's a motive which, if you've got that in mind, then pretty fastly you might become hated in the field. It's very possible that you might become hated if that's all you're interested in. I think you can tell people who've got passion, and you can tell people who wants to be famous and basically wants to make a quick buck or two. But yes, more about the point of what I'm meant to be talking about. Yeah, basically, I changed my views. I started off as a believer in the field. Now I'm a complete skeptic, and this is due to a lot of things. It's due to disappointment within the field. It's due to learning. It's due to reading. It's due to self-taught things where I've gone off on my own back and worked out answers for myself. And that's a main reason why I changed from being a believer to a skeptic, is because of the investigations I went on. I noticed sly things. I noticed small things which made me question what they were doing, why they were doing it. And the answers what I came up with was money, and to sell events to make money. That's the answer what I came with. Or it was to become famous, them type things. That's what made me get disappointed in the field, and we have lost our way. yeah, I'm going to move on. Different types of investigators on the field. Yet again, I'm meant to be talking about skeptics, but I think it's only fair if I just mention what other types of people you might interact with on a ghost hunt. If you were to go on a ghost hunt, there will be different types of people. There will be an investigator, a paranormal investigator. Now, these could have 2 or 3 different beliefs. They will either be a believer, they will either be open-minded, or they will either be like me, a skeptic. Like, they're your 3 belief systems within a paranormal investigator. And if you want to take it a bit further, if you might come across tech specialists who focus on the technology, they research all the technology. You might come across historians on ghost hunts who take an interest in history. They do the research to really find out if the mediums and etc. claims are true of what people pick up on. Now, also, before I carry on about skeptics, the equivalent to a skeptic is a medium. Now, you're probably thinking that's a bit strange of me to say, but a paranormal investigator does not get stick. They do not get trolls and etc. Your 2 types of investigators are spiritual beliefs, is skeptics and mediums. They are the 2 people who will get picked on in the field. So bear that in mind. If you believe you have a gift, you are possibly opening yourself up to some people making fun out of you. And also, if you're a skeptic, you also are opening yourself up to people basically calling you nasty things because you don't believe in their belief system. But I've got that plan to talk about in a sec. So yeah, they are the different types of investigators. You might come across demonologists as well on investigations who focus on dark arts, demons, who focus on exorcisms and etc. They will do the more sinister type of things. Different types of skeptics. I'm getting more onto the track now. Different types of skeptics out there in the field. So if you are out there and you are wanting to get involved, you've got to be aware of different types of skeptics. And there is a couple. There is friendly skeptics like me who respect what people say. I will listen. I will take on board what people tell me, and I will offer an alternative if they want one. If they want an alternative answer, I will offer them an alternative answer. Then you've got the other type of skeptic, which is the hardball. Nope, you are wrong. I am right. Nothing you can say. You are garbage. There are skeptics like that who will not care about your feelings. Now, sadly, that is not the way to go. It's not the way to be. There is no rule book really to tell you how to be a skeptic or not, but that is definitely not the way to be a skeptic. I think to be a skeptic, you have to listen and take on board what people say. You don't have to necessarily believe what they are saying. Like, you don't have to really believe that it's a ghost what caused the activities of what they are telling you. All we have to do is just respect what they say and take it on board. So yeah, they're the different types of skeptics. I don't think I can really think of any other type of skeptics. Now, more. This is through what I've encountered now and etc. So as a skeptic, I do get challenged. I do get asked questions, and all this happens all the time when I'm on investigations. People will come to me with photographs. And don't forget, I'm not moaning. This is not a rant. This is not a moan. This is me talking to you guys. What it's like being a skeptic. I'm telling you what it's like. What I have to deal with, what I have to put up with, and how to handle situations. So this is what I'm doing right now. So people will come to me with photographs and etc. And yeah, the majority of photographs what I see are orbs. Orbs. People believe orb means ghost originally, when it doesn't. It doesn't mean a ghost. It was the TV shows MH which actually made the word orb pretty famous in the paranormal scene. And the word orb actually means circle sphere. It's just a name for a shape which is captured on a photographic device. That's what an orb is. It's not. It doesn't mean it's a ghost. It's just mean you've got a strange anomaly on a camera. And there is things what can cause orbs. I am going to tell you this now. People might not like it, but there are things what can cause orbs, which is dust, pollen, insects, flies, moisture, glass, humidity, lens flare, cracked lens, cobwebs, loads of things, wind, drafts. There's tons of things what can cause orbs. Fur from animals. Absolutely tons of things what can cause orbs. I'm not saying that orbs, that all orb pictures are them. I do not know. I've not studied all orb pictures, but I can tell you that they can be created from orbs. And created from orbs. What am I on about? Orbs can be created from them things what I listed. So yeah, more about beliefs. Yeah. Now, another thing, people will come to you with their beliefs and they will try to force their belief on you. They will not leave you alone. They will constantly pester you until you go, okay, I am going to take your side. Which yet again is wrong, and we need to move away from that. We need to actually not try and convince people. We need to just say our opinions. That's what we all have. We all have an opinion, and to try and force an opinion down someone is wrong. You know, that's like preaching, so to speak. You know, that's like constantly battering so someone until they give in, and you shouldn't do that. So do not try and force your beliefs on people. If someone comes to you, tells you their belief, tell them your belief, and try and leave it at that. Try and not get into a heated debate about who's right and who's wrong. Also, with being a skeptic, people will come to you with videos while on investigations. They will stop you and they will go, explain this, explain this, explain this, explain this, explain this, explain this. And you will get that. Yet again, I'm not moaning. I'm just making people aware what they're letting themselves in for. And yeah, you will get that. And I do like looking at videos. I am interested. I wouldn't be doing this live stream if I weren't interested in the paranormal. So yeah, you know, you will get people coming to you with videos asking you to explain them. And you will also get people who come to you and ask you to explain activity which is not recorded on camera. Now, they may be telling the truth. You know, you've got to respect them. You've got to respect what they are saying. Remember that. You've got to respect them. So hence they are going to come to you and they are going to tell you an activity which sounds so bizarre, so unreal that if it happened to you, you would think, yes, wow, my God, that is a ghost. Like, people will tell you of objects literally being picked up in front of you, turning, twisting in mid-air and being chucked. People will tell you them type of stories, and they will go to you, explain it. And it's tricky, you know? It is tricky. It's a tricky situation, and the best way I handle situations like that is, although I don't believe if this really happened, and I think people do exaggerate, and I do think people do tell the truth as well. I do think when people have told me stories that they have told the truth. So when they have seen objects move and levitate, they might have done. Now, is this a ghost? Is this evidence of a ghost? Probably not. It's just evidence. Well, it's just a paranormal occurrence, which does not mean a ghost. It just means something which you can't explain. So in them situations, I would just say, yeah, that sounds very strange, and it definitely does sound like a paranormal experience. But I wasn't there at the time. I need to see it with my own eyes. That's the type of thing what you've got to say. Now, it depends who you approach as well. If you approach a skeptic who's not me, a different skeptic, a skeptic who don't care about feelings, they will just go, oh, you're mad, you're mental, you need locking up. There is skeptics like that. Yeah. So, another question which you will get asked when you're actually on ghost hunts, as well as being a skeptic. All this is what I've encountered, and I'm just sharing it. If you're interested in watching, I'm just sharing it. The most common question is, why are you here? Why are you on this ghost hunt if you do not believe? Now, I hate that question. I really do hate it. I really do hate that question, you know. Do I need to believe? Do I really need to believe ghosts exist to be there? No. I just need to take an interest. I just need to be interested in the subject, and I have got a passion for the subject, and that's why I do what I do. That's why we do the videos what we do, and that's why we do streams. I've got a passion. I want to educate. That's what we are here for. So yeah, you will get people ask you why you are here on this investigation. If you don't believe, they will think that it's pointless, when it's not really pointless, because you are there to try and find out if ghosts do exist. You are there to find out what's happening, to try and keep things on a level playing field. I do believe that a team does need a good balance of people. Like, it needs a good balance of investigators. It needs investigators, mediums, and a skeptic. You've got a nice combination there. So you've got the spiritual, you've got the investigator, and you've got the skeptic to keep things level. So you're not literally running away with the fairies and etc. So yeah, they are some of the questions of what I've come across as being a skeptic. Now, I've already touched on this next issue is the way to be. If you're a skeptic, the way to be. I've already touched on it throughout talking, and that is just to respect. My number one rule as a skeptic is to respect everyone. No matter if you believe they're wrong, just respect them. Respect their views. Do not try and prove yourself over them. You can give facts and opinions, but do not force yourself. Do not push yourself and impose yourself on them. You will find out that you will be a lot more respected in the field if you give respect. If you give respect back, you will gain respect. So that's my advice on the way to be. Be nice, be polite, do not call people crazy, do not say that they are stupid. You know, people have feelings, and so do we. So do we skeptics. We have feelings, and the bad things about being a skeptic is that we do get it pretty hard in the field. If we give alternative answers, people will try and jump on our backs. People will try and hatch away at what you are about, and they will try to drag you down, and they will they'll just say some mean things like a YouTube comment. What springs to mind is sorry for swearing, by the way, people. A YouTube comment what springs to mind is actually, you skeptic fucks, go back to your grey holes and die. You know, that's the type of comments you've got to expect for being a skeptic. Just because you are offering a second alternative, people don't like it. People do not know how to handle it, and it is a shame. It is a shame how people cannot respect your views, and they have to resort to trolling, which is making fun, calling people nasty things. I've even had death threats because I wrote books with my skepticism, understanding orbs. I've wrote a book which appeals more to the skeptics, because I give answers to every orb picture, which I created, by the way. I purposely created orb pictures in this book, and I put how I created it and the picture at the side of it. And I talked a lot about cameras, reflections, and different types of environments and materials, what can actually affect and cause orbs. So yeah, that's what I've done, and that's what has happened. And basically on this book, we've had people who's commented and they've not liked it. They've not liked the book one bit, because I've gave, once the answers, but I've gave alternative answers to what they think orbs are, and I've not said orbs that all orbs aren't ghosts. I've just given examples and said this is caused by this. You know, and sadly, people take offence. And what I've noticed on the book is that the believers have rated it 1 star. The skeptics, the people whose scientific mind has rated it 5 star. Now, that is a real shame that that is happening. Just because someone is a believer, they take offence of someone's work, and they purposely downgrade it. That's how bitter this field is. They will purposely downgrade your work to make it look bad, because they do not agree with you. It shouldn't be like that. You know, we should all respect our views, respect everyone's views, and we should learn to just live and move on. After we've read something, just you either take it on board or you leave it. You know, you don't need to go around writing bad reviews because you don't believe what that person's saying is your way of thinking. Sorry. But yeah. So yeah, I've kind of touched on everything. I believe my last thing to talk about was actually how to handle trolls and negative comments. And basically, the best way to handle trolls is to leave them. Trolls need food. As funny as it sounds, trolls need food. And what I mean by that is they need a reaction from you. And that reaction could be you spitting your dummy out. It can be a number of things. It can be you swearing. It can be you just getting into an argument, and they will constantly try to hurt you, and they will constantly try to drag you down. The best thing to do is to leave it. Leave the comment. or if you want to, just comment back and say thanks for the comment, because at the end of the day, trolls do not realize that they actually help your video. Bad publicity is good publicity. They actually help your video. When someone clicks dislike button, they think, oh, well, we're doing some damage. No, actually, they are promoting your video. They are sending it more out there to people to watch. So bear that in mind. Do not get into a big conversation with a troll, because you will be wasting your time. Just keep it short and sweet and thank them, because they will not like it. They will not like that you have gone, thank you for taking the time to watch my show. Thank you. Have a nice day. And they will hate it. They will absolutely despise it. And yeah, that's the way to be. Also, one last thing. My advice is to show, if you want to show people that you're really genuine out there, is to leave your comments. Leave your bad reviews. Leave your negative comments. Don't delete them. Leave them. I do not touch any comments or remove anything unless it is purposely foul language, where it's like you know where they're actually swearing. Then yeah, I will remove it. But if people just give bad criticism, leave it on your channel, because it shows that you're not hiding anything. It shows that you are open to listen. It shows that you are not actually trying to show that you are someone else. It does actually help if you leave negative comments. The majority of people will read that negative comment and think, that person's not a nice person, and they're not going to think about you. They're going to respect that you've left it, that you've left that comment. And yeah, that's what I've learned through my time as being a skeptic. Be patient, be respectful, do not judge people, do not take the piss out of people's beliefs, expect to get asked many questions, expect to be challenged, just like a medium would be. Mediums have got it hard as well. It's a tough claim. It's a tough topic. And mediums probably have it tougher than skeptics. But mediums and skeptics do get a tough life in the paranormal world. And I just want to make you aware of that, of all this. And I hope you've taken something away from this talk. I did actually want to end this talk by actually ending it with a song, but I'm on my laptop. I can't do it through my laptop because it's the same sound and you won't hear it. But if Facebook worked when it were meant to, then yeah, we would have been doing my little experiment. Just wait for the clock. About time. Yep, it is a shame that Facebook actually decided to not give us the live feed for tonight. So I really did want to end this show, this live stream, on a different wavelength. What I was going to do is I was going to play some music through my laptop, which obviously I'd be streaming live through my phone. And I was going to tell you all to just stay quiet, close your eyes for 1 minute, and to think about what got you started in the paranormal field and why you are in the paranormal field. What makes you want to continue? That's what I would want you to have done. I would have want you to close your eyes and think about that while I just played some music. That's what I was going to plan. But sadly, I can't do that. And then I was going to ask you for the last half minute of the song, I was going to ask you to write down what you was thinking. What you was thinking, what the music made you think. I think it would have been a nice little experiment. I'm sorry that we didn't get to try it out. Maybe next time on the next live show, I will do it on from Facebook or even from YouTube if I have my other laptop right next to me, which I don't. So yeah, I'm gonna say good night and thank you for watching. And the Paranormal Skeptic will see you again soon with another topic or another show. We will see. Good night. Bye bye.